Welcome to the show where I think I will finally get diabetes. Oh my god. So, background story, a little bit earlier on today I was on Facebook. I was checking out one of the radio hosts, JD. His Facebook page had a beer on there and said cheers as one of the local beers. I had it too. I said cheers back. And then somebody went and posted a picture of a root beer. Root beer, which I finally decided that I would bring a product back into the studio. Boxer hard root beer. This bad boy right here. But I decided to go further. I went to a couple of stores and found out that there is 3 different types of root beer out there in the market on Calgary right now. We got an all-natural one. We've got Dusty Boots hard root beer. And this I don't think is an all-natural one. And then we have the third one, which has Boxer on it. Family owned since 1845. What? I don't remember Minhas being around since 1845. Yep. So this is actually one out of Monroe. They do this one out of Monroe, Wisconsin. So this is the one that's down in the States that they brought up to Calgary. So it looks like they can trade back and forth between the Calgary and between the Canadian and the US one. Well, we've got 3 very different root beers. Let's get this started. It's going to be a long review because I'm going to be doing all 3 at once. We're going to start off with the all-natural one. Okay? Now, what I would expect out of the all-natural, you have the actual cane sugars, you actually have like a caramel with it and everything else. So, what's the ingredients out of the Crazy Uncle all-natural hard root beer? Craft soda for grown-ups. So they're not saying it's a craft beer. They're actually saying it's a craft soda. Why? Well, so the ingredients we have is carbonated filter water, sugar, vodka. Yep, we're not talking beer, we're talking vodka. Caramel color, citric acid, natural flavor. Nothing artificial in there, but it doesn't exactly say which one's which. Craft soda for grown-ups. Smooth and rich flavors of natural sarsaparilla, wintergreen, and licorice root with a creamy vanilla finish. Well, let's pop the sucker open and find out how it is, shall we? Now I'm using the small glasses because of the fact that, well, there's going to be a lot of sugar in this. Not kidding. Alright, so we've got a caramel color, sort of like a light to medium golden, white head on it, not bad. The smell, smells like a root beer. Yeah, it smells like a root beer. You smell like caramel smell to it. Don't really get an alcohol smell to it. So cheers, folks. So it's a sweet finish. Caramel. As my fiance described earlier, and yes, I tried one of these earlier. I had to try this one just to make sure I was going to, go into this properly. It tastes like a flat A&W root beer with a alcohol bite to it. Now the vodka has the bite to it. It's not exactly a beer flavor, so obviously not. So there is a little bit of an alcohol bite to this one. Is it good? Actually it is. This is a very good, smooth drinking root beer. So honestly, this one's actually really decent. Very sweet though. I'd give that one about a 3.5 out of 5. That one actually is really good. It goes down smoothly. It tastes like a root beer. Not much of an alcohol finish on it, but you do have a tinge of it. But overall, it's like an A&W root beer. And if you haven't had an A&W root beer, you really got to try it. You have a lot of caramel flavor in it. And it's actually, I can drink those really quickly. Of course, being a fat bastard like I am, you know, that's not hard for me to do. So next up, and yeah, I'm saving the worst for last. Oh, the great thing about this as well, folks, let me just get to the price points. $3.49 per can. $16.98 for a 6-pack. And I shit you not, $9.99 for a 6-pack. $9.99. That's on sale. Plus, I got a wonderful glass with it that says damn good beer on it. I'm scared. I really don't want to try this one. Even though I had the guy that showed me this rave about it, said it was great in an ice cream float, I still don't want to try it. Boxer and I don't get along in this place. So let's see what old Dusty Boots comes from. By the way, this, wow, I'm going back and forth a lot here, sorry. Where is this? Oh, this is out of Bottled in Canada for crazyuncle.ca. So it's out of Toronto, Ontario. So we have a Canadian product here. This one, Dusty Roots Hard Root Beer, is an authentic old-fashioned root beer full of traditional flavors and spices. All roads lead back home. This one's made in Canada too. And Sage, really? Sage Mixology Bottle Manufacturing Incorporated out of Oakville, Ontario. So we're a couple of years behind on our stuff for hard root beers because the States have had the not your father's root beer. That's what it was. It was not your father's shit. So, ingredients: carbonated water, malted barley, sugar, natural flavors, hops, and phosphoric acid, and contains barley. So let's find out how it is, shall we? Whew, that fizzes up quite nicely. Okay. Kind of smells like what my father used to make for root beer. It was good. Just wasn't great. So you get another caramelly smell with it. It's sweet-ish. It's not prominent like that one. That one stuck out. And again, copper color. Lots of head on this one. So there's a lot of carbonation in this one. That one had a good carbonation in it. As you see, I really didn't burp that much. Alright. Let's see how this second one from Ontario is. Dusty Boots. That'd be something more of an Alberta thing that I'd see, but whatever. Cheers. Again with the caramel. Not a lot of hoppy flavor to it. Sweet, very sweet. But it does have a caramelly, vanilla flavor to it. Not bad actually. And this one is the stronger of the three, I think. Yeah, 5.9%. This is the stronger of the three. This one's only at 5. This one's at 5.6. 5.5. So this one actually isn't that bad. I'm actually impressed with these. These don't taste too bad. Like, this is not a bad root beer or adult root beer. But it's not, I guess it's sweet, but not as sweet as the other one. It is easy drinking. Pretty simple to go down. Yeah, it's actually really decent. A little bit of a bitter aftertaste, but not much. The sweetness takes over everything, and it does taste like a root beer. Like there's not a lot of an alcohol flavor to it. I'm impressed. All right, okay, so this is not bad. So this one I'll give about a 3.75 out of 5. The vodka made this one a little bit more bittery and alcohol-y. This one, it's subtle. So subtle that I can't even really taste it, even though that has a higher ABV on it. All right, 2 down, 1 to go. Thank you for joining us tonight, folks. It's been wonderful. Have a good night. I wish. I so wish. I'm going to cleanse my palate a little bit. I'm stalling. Boy, am I stalling. Oh, look, there's some left in here. All right. Enough stalling. Out of the States, because it's not brewed up here in Calgary. It's the other distribution that they have, the other brewery that they have down the States. It's Boxer Hard Root Beer, made with real cane sugar, opposed to fake cane sugar. It's flavored beer. Yes, flavored beer. 5.5% alcohol by volume. And it is going to be probably disgusting. Ingredients. This is what I love about Minhas. We're going to tell you the basics and you have to guess the rest. Ingredients: beer, natural and artificial flavors, and contains barley. That's it. That's all she wrote. We're not telling you what the natural and artificial flavors are, but it does contain barley just in case you're allergic to it. Last time we had something in our house, it was the watermelon boxer, and boy did it taste like shit. It was not a beer. I disowned it as a beer. We disowned it because Johnny Old School was with me. Really? Really? You got a soapy smell at the beginning. Not kidding. This is a darker color. It's more of a dark tan. Head dissipates really quickly on it. Bubbles are forming on the side. I don't know if it's because the glass is dirty or because this beer is shit. I was supposed to do a tour with these guys. I don't think I'm ever getting that tour if they ever see this. Frankly, I don't think I want to. However, that smells more like my dad's old root beer when it was actually fermenting. Yep. Not really a caramel smell to it. It smells like a natural root beer, but not quite. You can tell there's something off about this. And I'm being honest about this, folks. I'm sorry. I'm trying to give Boxer a chance. I've heard that this was good. Some people actually enjoyed this one. But I'm trying. I really am. It smells manufactured. Like, these two actually had a good caramel smell to them. They actually had the ingredients that went well. This one, yeah, $10 fucking a 6-pack. That's gonna tell you something right there. Even importing it up from the States. All right, here we go. Cheers, guys. Ooh. Ooh. Very sweet. They're trying to get the caramel flavor out. Not there. The beer is not quite there either. It tastes more artificial than it does natural. Oof. Highers mixed with a lot of sugar. There is some cane sugar in here, but it doesn't say how much for one, and it says natural and artificial flavor. Doesn't say the cane sugar, just says it on the front, so we should believe it. This is the shit I hate, is when they put the stuff artificial and natural flavors. Bad. The hell am I getting that flowery taste from? Ugh. Really sweet, really manufactured, like awfully manufactured. I'm sorry, Boxer. I can understand why people actually enjoy this because it's sweet, it's delicious to some people, and it probably would get you drunk. It is only 5.5%. But my palate is rejecting this. It really is. Like I said, I can understand. There's people out there that would actually enjoy this, and by all means. Someone told me it'd be good in a root beer float. I possibly agree if it was an all-natural ice cream. Not to sound like a hippie douche or anything like that, but I could probably agree if it was like an all-natural ice cream that didn't have an abundance of sugar inside of it. And wasn't a full vanilla, maybe French vanilla. Well, that's really sweet, just not quite, ugh. Well, that was stupid of me. See that? That even tainted the taste of this. But that actually tastes better. It's a little bitter, but it tastes better. This. That's way too sweet for what it's supposed to be. I can't finish that. These ones were easy to finish. It had a caramel background. It actually had some substance. It had some pizzazz behind it. It actually tasted like there was some care and attention in that. This feels like we're going to throw some ingredients together, make it taste like a hard root beer, and sell it. But how are we going to sell it where people will actually buy it? I know. Come on. Real cane sugar. Is there really cane sugar in there? Sure. Natural ingredients. No, I don't buy it. This thing's already starting to lose its fizz. I mean, look at this. There's like zero carbonation left in it. It's not even going around anymore. This stuff, there's still a head in there. You won't find a single little bit of head in here. That shows you how poor that is manufactured. This stuff is brewed. This stuff is distilled almost because it's got vodka in it. This is shit. Plain and simple. Albino Rhino, you were right. It tastes like shit. It's manufactured like shit. And they fucked it up. They gone and done fucked it up.
You done fucked it up.
This is horrible. This is sugar with steroids in it. This will give me diabetes. This is good. I like the natural stuff. I love the fact that they took some care and attention to it. They did make it taste like a hard alcohol, well, a hard root beer. This, you put wheat, barley, and water together, you can't class it as a fucking beer. Sorry. You have to take pride and attention into it. You can class it as something else, like, oh, I don't know, Colt 40. You throw a bunch of sugar in there. That, yeah, there's no yeast in there because, yeah, this is, no, just no. For the flavor of what people will be looking for a cheap root beer, hard root beer, I can see them looking at that. I really can. But my palate, I don't like it. This is a 1.5 out of 5. Boxer, you're still not in my good books. I'm sorry, you really cannot throw something together and call it a hard root beer. Not your father's root beer tastes better than you. That's saying a lot. I enjoyed that one better than this one. These two taste better than that. That cannot happen. That is cheap. You can taste it. It tastes cheap. But that's what I get for paying $10 a 6-pack. Savings of $3.61. And does it ever give me gas too? I'm sorry folks, but this is not what I would class. I'm mixing this around and I'm getting fucking nothing. This still has a lot of carbonation in it. Like seriously. Look at that. A lot of carbonation. Pour that in there. You still get carbonation. Pour this in here. And you can hear the snap crackle of pop as it kills the carbonation. Not kidding. Look at that. It's killing it. And yes, we've got our Frankenberg, ladies and gentlemen. I was not going to say anything until I poured everything out. So we got a mixture of all three in there. And how's it going to taste? The Boxer's in there, so probably not that good. Well, cheers. Let's find out how all three. Ooh. Vanilla. Caramel. And that's probably the Boxer pushing all the good shit out of the fucking out of the beer. The root beer, that is. Yeah. Not bad. Look at that. It's killed the fucking carbonation. Seriously. All right. Cheers, folks! They're doing battle in my mouth. These two are winning. I get the caramel, I get the vanilla, and then the artificial kicks in. It stays on your tongue. Ugh, not bad. I still prefer these by themselves. These two. I still want this dumped down the sink, but I still have to drink it. Yeah, well, there we go. This one I give a 2.5 out of 5. It's not bad. As you see, it's a caramel color. I still like these two. Those are actually really good. Not bad, okay. Yeah, I know, you're not supposed to cleanse your palate or clean your palate with a cider. I'm at the point where I don't give a fuck. I have Boxer in my house. I'm sending Boxer out to a couple of people. Jordan, you're up. This is going to you. And since you asked for it, Albino Rhino, I'm glad to send you a bottle. But I might send you a bottle of this as well. Maybe even a can of that, just so that you can taste all three to see what it's like. Well, folks, I'm out of here. It's been fun, it's been a blast. Minhas is still in my shit books. They're not going to be able to get out, I don't think. Alright folks, it's been real. I've been PK. You've been great. Sorry for the longer one, but I want to put these side by side. Till next time folks, cheers. Stay frosty. Don't ever buy Boxer. Have a good night. We'll talk to you real soon.